Check 1, 2.
Go!
Curious about real estate?
Yes!
Then you've come to the right place. Get the knowledge you need. Get over the fear and get started.
Hello, thanks for calling. My name is Alex. How may I help you?
Oh, yes, I was returning your call. I was interested in selling my house.
Yes, and what was your first name?
Terry, Terry.
Give me 1 second. And Terry, you said you were calling because you do have a house you're hoping to sell?
Yes.
Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, I'd be happy to help you with that today. And just to double check on the spelling, it's Terry.
Uh-huh.
Fantastic. Thank you for helping me with that. And in case we get disconnected, is 8773 the best number to reach you at?
Yes.
Got it. Thank you. And is this a cell phone?
No.
Is it a home phone or a work phone?
A home phone.
Home phone. And do you happen to have a cell phone where we may reach you at?
No.
No? Okay. No problem. And what is your primary email address where a purchase manager can email you an offer to purchase your house?
At yahoo.com.
And that's at yahoo.com?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Thank you. Well, Terry, thank you for calling us to buy your house. Before we can determine how much we can buy your house for, there are just a few more questions I need to ask about your specific plans to sell it, okay?
Okay.
Great. Again, my name is Alex, and my job is to collect all the information needed so that our purchase manager can construct the very best offer for you if your house qualifies. As we go through the process, you'll notice that I will be writing down the information that we need to have in order to present you with a fair and intelligent offer as quickly as possible, usually within the next 24 to 48 hours. Let's get started, yes?
Okay.
And how did you happen to hear about us?
Online.
Online, excellent. And you were calling because you have a house you're hoping to sell, yes?
Yes.
Fantastic. We're definitely looking for another house to buy right now. Is the property currently listed with a real estate broker?
No.
It's not listed? That's great.
No.
What is the address of the house you were hoping to sell? What is the address of the house you were hoping to sell?
4695 Road.
Okay. So I have 4695 Road.
Yes.
Thank you for helping me with the spelling. You know, Terry, no one knows more about your house than you do. We buy houses all over the country, so we are actually going to buy your house without ever going out to physically see the house. Once we agree to buy the house and you agree to sell us the house, we will send our local professionals out to determine the exact condition and repair costs the house may need. In the meantime, we would hope that you'd be fair and honest regarding the condition of the house so that we don't move forward with an agreement to purchase your house that we'll later have to change or cancel because of missing information. Does that make sense, yes?
Yes.
That's great. So let me ask you, what amount should we assume we will have to pay in total repair costs and work or upgrades that a lender may require or that a future buyer will ask to be fixed?
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay, well, go ahead and give me your best guess.
Well, I don't know. 10,000 maybe.
Okay, so possibly $10,000, no problem. And what do you think the house is worth? Or, in other words, if we sent out a real estate appraiser over tomorrow and had the property appraised, what do you think the house would be worth in today's market?
It's worth $95,000.
$95,000?
Uh-huh.
And is that as is or putting it in perfect condition to meet the lender requirements in order to allow you to sell to a conventional buyer?
Pardon now? What was the question?
For the $95,000, is that in as-is condition, or would that be in perfect condition once all the repairs and updates have been done?
Oh, I guess perfect condition.
Okay, and what would you say it would be worth in its as-is condition?
Oh, gosh. I really don't know. I mean, I can guess maybe 75,000.
Okay, so you're guessing about 75,000. No problem. So just to verify, I have 95,000 in perfect condition and about 75,000 in as-is condition.
Uh-huh.
Okay, no problem. And is there a mortgage on the house we will need to pay off?
Yes, it's we owe $33,000.
Okay. So that's $33,000. And what's the monthly payments?
I believe it's $750.
$750?
Uh-huh.
And are the payments current on the loan?
Yes.
What were you hoping to sell your house for? The net amount that you would receive to put in your pocket after all the repairs and update costs have been considered, after all of your seller's closing costs have been subtracted, and after we pay the loans off, what we call the walk-away money. Go ahead and share with me what amount of money are you hoping to walk away with?
Maybe 65.
65,000?
Uh-huh.
And since we are paying all your closing costs to sell, is that the least you will take?
The least I will take?
Yes.
No, I would just have to consider it, whatever the offer would be.
Okay. And we are also going to buy your house as is, and we are going to pay for all the necessary repairs or updates the house may need. Is that the lowest you will go?
No.
Okay. And what would you say would be the least amount of cash you were hoping to walk away with?
I would say at least 60.
At least 60? Okay. So knowing that we are going to buy your house as is, I'm sorry. Knowing that we are going to buy your house now and take all your worry and stress away, along with eliminating holding costs waiting for your house to sell. So are you saying that if we don't pay you $60,000, you won't sell your house?
No, I'm not saying that. I would just have to consider it.
Okay. Well, the amount you are asking for is pretty much full retail at least. At that price, there would be no reason or motivation for us to buy your house, and we can appreciate that you would like to sell your house for more. If your plans and your numbers change for you, keep us in mind and contact us again. We are always looking to buy. If you know anyone that is looking to sell their house, please tell them to give us a call, and thank you again for the opportunity.
What would the lowest, what would be the most you would pay?
What would be the lowest that we would pay?
The most.
That would actually be a really good question for my purchase manager. But what I do know is that after we pay the loans off and the repair and update costs have been considered, and we pay your seller's closing costs, and with the amount of $65,000 for your walkaway money, that is a full retail lease. So if you would like to
you would pay the loan off, the $33,000?
Yes, we're paying the loans off.
Oh, well, yes, I would pay less than. I thought we would have to pay that off.
Oh, no, yes, we pay the loans off.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So knowing that now, that after we pay the loans off, what would your walk-away money be that you were hoping to walk away with?
I would say $30,000.
$30,000?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And is that the least amount that you will take?
Yes, uh-huh.
Yes? Okay. So give me 1 second. Okay, and with that amount, that does work. Well, I have all the information we need for now. At this time, we need to look over the information you gave me, do some research on the property, and if we have any more questions, we'll call you back. Also, I'd like to set up an appointment to have our purchase manager contact you back and make you an offer to buy your house. Which time and day would be better for our purchase manager to contact you? We have time available. Let me double check for tomorrow real quick.
Okay.
We do have one appointment available tomorrow. You are on Central Time, correct?
Eastern.
Oh, you're on Eastern?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh, yes, you are. I don't know why I was thinking. I looked at KS for Kansas and for some reason thought Kentucky. Yes, you are on Eastern Time. I could do a 4:30 your time tomorrow, or we do have time available on Monday.
4:30 tomorrow would be good.
Okay. Give me 1 second, and I'll go ahead and get that scheduled for you.
Now, are they coming out tomorrow or just calling me?
This will be a phone appointment.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so give me 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, great. Then we'll contact you tomorrow the 9th at 4:30. And one more thing, when our purchase manager calls you, if you can agree on the terms and you can agree on the price that works for both of you, are you ready to get the paperwork done and sell your house?
Yes.
Perfect. And one last question, when our purchase manager calls you, it is important that all the decision makers be there so we can come to an agreement to buy your house. Will all the decision makers be there for the appointment?
Yes.
Great. And is there anything you need from our purchase manager besides a checkbook when they contact you to buy the house?
No.
No? Okay. And Terry, if you could do me a favor and locate the latest mortgage statement so that you and our purchase manager can make reference to it.
Okay.
Great. Thank you for doing that for me. Also, can you email me pictures of your home?
Okay.
Great. Thank you for doing that.
Inside or out?
Just a couple of the outside would be fine.
Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you for doing that for me. I will be sending you an email as soon as this phone call is over. Go ahead and reply back to the email with pictures of the property, and please include your name and home address with the email.
Okay.
Okay. Well, Terry, we look forward to buying your house. Thank you, and you have a good day.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello, thank you for calling. This is Ryan. How may I help you?
Oh, yes, this is Terry, and I was returning your call.
Hi, Terry. How are you?
Fine.
Well, it looks like you spoke to Alex on the phone about your interest in selling your house.
Yes.
And I was calling to verify that all the information we had is correct so that we can come to an agreement to purchase your property. So let me see. Give me just one moment. Let me pull up your file, and I will be right back with you, okay?
Okay.
And thank you for that wait. You do still have an interest in selling your house, yes?
Yes, uh-huh.
All right, perfect. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and go through it. Like I said, verify this information, and then I do have a few more questions to ask you, okay?
Okay.
And in case we get disconnected, this is the best phone number to call you back on, the 8773?
Yes, uh-huh.
Excellent, thank you. And for the email address where we can email you our offer to purchase your house, I have it at yahoo.com.
Yes.
Thank you. And the property is not listed with the real estate broker, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and the address of the house you're hoping to sell is 4654.
Yes, uh-huh.
Okay, perfect. Now, you know, Terry, no one knows more about your house than you do, and we buy houses all over the country. So we are actually going to buy your house without ever going out to physically see the house. Once we agree to buy the house and you agree to sell us the house, we will send our local professionals out to determine the exact condition and repair costs the house may need. So in the meantime, we would hope that you would be fair and honest regarding the condition of the house so that we don't move forward with an agreement to purchase your house that we will later have to change or cancel because of missing information. Does that make sense? Yes?
Yes.
Great. So let me see. It looks like we would need to assume about $10,000 in repairs and upgrades. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and that's no problem at all, Terry. We buy houses in any condition, from the ugliest to the most beautiful house on the block. We buy them in an as-is condition, and we don't expect our sellers to do any work or repairs at all. Once we buy your house, we will be the ones that will pay for all of the repairs or updates. And, Terry, there are also a lot of factors and reasons which make a difference on how much time we have and how much money we will need when we buy the house. For example, are there any serious damages? Is there something wrong with the house? Are there any court orders or deadlines we need to meet? Is the house just too small, or are there any neighborhood problems? And many other examples. So can you see how important it is for us to know your reason for selling? And as a home buyer, you'd want to know too, right?
Right. Uh-huh.
So what is causing you to want to sell this property, Terry?
Well, I just want to move to Indiana to be closer to my work.
Okay. Well, we can certainly help you with that. And what have you done so far to try to sell your house?
Well, nothing really. I'm just trying to find someone who will buy it.
Okay. And do you have to sell this house in order to buy the next one?
I don't absolutely have to, but I prefer to do that so that I can put down substantial
a good amount
of a down payment.
Okay, and that's actually makes us the perfect buyer for you, because we're not looking for a house to live in. We can buy your house and close on the date of your choice. And with that being said, Terry, when would you say is the soonest you would be able to sell your house and close escrow by?
My closing date on my other house is November 10th, which is about 3 weeks.
About 3 weeks. So if we could close escrow on this house by November 10th, that will be okay for you?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. So what's going to happen if it doesn't sell? Meaning, what are you going to do with the house, and how is that going to affect your plans to sell it?
I would just be able to put down a lower amount for the down payment.
Have you considered renting or leasing the property?
No.
Okay. And let's see, in today's market, Terry, it looks like you believe the house to be worth $75,000 in its current condition. And once we do the repairs and upgrades, the house will be worth about $95,000. Is that correct?
Right. Uh-huh.
Okay, let's see. And Terry, are you aware of how expensive it is and all of the costs involved with selling a house like yours to a traditional buyer, including the cost of the real estate broker commissions, monthly mortgage payments while it sells, several months of holding costs, and that's not even including the buyer's lender requirements like repair costs, pest inspection, roof certification, and on and on. In order to sell your house, it could cost you, the seller, 10 to 20% of the sales price. So let me ask you, Terry, about how much would you say it would cost you if you sold your house to a traditional buyer, as in like through a real estate agent?
Oh, I really don't know. We have had some improvements done. We've had a new roof put on and electrical box.
Mm-hmm.
Water
So go ahead. It sounds like you've done some of the work on this house already. And to be honest with you, most home sellers don't discover how much it really costs to sell a house, not till they're finally presented with the seller's closing costs. And sometimes that's months after they've been trying to sell that they discover it could cost 10 to 20% of the sales price just to sell their house. So would you say it would be more or less than $20,000 if you sold this house through a real estate agent?
Well, I would say more.
You would say more than $20,000? And there is a mortgage on this house that we would need to pay off, correct? In the amount of $33,000?
Right, uh-huh.
Okay. And these payments are current on the loan, yes?
Yes.
All right. So, Terry, let me tell you a little bit about what we do. We buy houses like yours all the time, and we pay all the costs. Things like real estate commissions, title insurance, escrow fees, transfer tax, termite clearance, roof certification, and the list goes on. And we buy them in an as-is condition, so we are going to assume the responsibility for all of the needed repairs, whether we have seen them already or not. And one of the positive factors about selling us your house is that you or whoever is living in it can stay in it for as long as you need to, and we can get your money on the date of your choice. We will pay cash when we buy your house, so you can have the peace of mind knowing that it's sold. Not only sold, but sold to someone who can afford to buy it, because we don't have to rely on a bank to qualify your house, nor do we need to beg them for a loan and risk them changing their minds at the last minute. Believe me, there's nothing more frustrating than seeing a deal break down in escrow, and that is not going to happen to you. Isn't that really what you want?
Right. Yes.
Okay, now, Terry, what were you hoping to sell the house for? This would be the net amount that you would receive to put in your pocket after all the repair and update costs have been considered, after all of the seller's closing costs have been subtracted, and after we pay the loans off. This is what we call the walk-away money. Go ahead and share with me, Terry, what amount of money are you hoping to walk away with?
Well, I would say $30,000.
$30,000? Now, since we are paying all of your closing costs to sell, is that the least that you'll take?
Yes.
Yes. And knowing that we're going to buy your house now and take all your worry and stress away, along with eliminating holding costs waiting for your house to sell, are you saying that if we don't pay you $30,000, you won't sell your house to us?
No, I'm not saying that. I would work with you.
You would work with us? Okay.
Yes.
Well, Terry, since we are paying all of your closing costs to sell, we're also going to buy the house as is and pay for any necessary repairs or updates the house may need. We're also going to work with you and close on the date of your choice to eliminate your holding costs. And then we will have to turn around and sell it again to a new family and end up with a whole new set of closing costs. Typically, all of these expenses cost us 20 to 25% of the sales price. So, and as professional investors, you can understand that we also need to make some kind of gain. So I don't know if we could, but if we could, after considering all of the expenses and costs to sell, it looks like we would be able to purchase your house for somewhere around $48,000. But from that, the loan of $33,000 would need to be paid off. So that would leave you $15,000 that you would walk away with.
Okay. Well, that sounds good.
That sounds good. So would you be committed to selling your property to me today with the walk-away amount of $15,000?
Yes.
Yes, you would?
Yes.
Okay. So let's see. I'm pretty confident that I can get approval for the purchase price of $48,000. So we're going to go ahead and move forward and buy your house, okay?
Okay. You don't need to see it?
We will not see it right now, but once we get a signed purchase agreement back, we will send local professionals out just to verify the value and condition of the property.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. How long would that take?
Sending somebody out to view the property? It could take about up to 2 weeks, about 2 weeks, because we do rely on local professionals and their time schedules. So, but we do definitely try to get this done as quickly as possible. And the sooner we get the purchase agreement back, the sooner we can open escrow and get things started, okay?
Okay.
Now, the email address where I can send you the purchase agreement is terryelstone@yahoo.com.
Yes,
Perfect. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll be sending you the purchase agreement very shortly. Probably it'll be through an application called DocuSign. Are you familiar with that application?
Yes, I am.
Okay, perfect. So as soon as you sign the document, I will get it back in the form of an email, and I will turn it over to our transaction coordinator, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Terry, and congratulations on selling your house. I will call you in about 30 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening. Get more info and stay in touch